Before we begin, please be sure to check out pdcgostore.com to grab yourself some codes to be able to build this very deck. Of course, use the code FTW for 5% off at checkout and enjoy the video. What is the pieces for the win TCG? And in today's video, we're going to be taking another look at Golurk. Now, with the Arceus engine being able to charge up pretty much anything in the formats, Golurk is one that I've definitely had my eye on. Now, what does Golurk do? Golurk has the Rewind Beam attack for 180 damage, Psychic, double colorless. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, devolve it by putting the highest stage evolution card on it into your opponent's hand. Now, this is really decent against VMAX cards, because of course, VMAX evolve from Vs, which usually have the range of 180 to 220 HP. So, of course, we want to be hitting those VMAXs, devolving them, and taking a one-hit knockout. Now, to be able to deal with that extra damage, because of course, Golurk can do a max of 220 with the Choice Belt Zero Turbo Energy. Sorry, it does 210, not 220, my bad. We have Zigzagoon in here as well to help pick up that extra bit of damage that we might need to deal when it comes to it. So I do like the idea of playing Zigzagoon just to help deal with that. But overall, we want to start hitting like again, Mew VMAXs, Gengar VMAXs. We want to start hitting all these VMAXs, devolving them and taking KOs. Even Arceus is 220. So again, we just want to take advantage of that kind of game. Without further ado, let's start devolving some boys, eh? Water gang. Water. We're water gang out here. Yeah, pardon me, just burped. Just per tradition. Usual burp in this hand in the video. Yes, I would like to go first. Again, quick shout out to Faz and KGV for helping provide these Arceuses. Wouldn't be able to make these videos without them. Just grinding out some videos with Arceus just to see what type of decks we can do and cover some ideas at least, which is nice. I think we're kind of against a Luxray, which is actually kind of good against us. It's very counter meta. So, to be fair, this is that kind of matchup that doesn't really require too much. I think I've done that wrong. I was meant to wait for the Arceus VSTAR, but do you know what? We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. So they're going to want to start getting that's fine. Luxray's out. But what we can do is we can just do Trinity Nova and not put the energy in play and just make it a lot harder for them to take those one-hit knockouts that they want to take. Assuming this is the Luxray that I think it is, and it isn't the raid Luxray. So that's what I'm curious about here, to be honest. Okay, so it just bossed us up and passed, which I am not going to argue with at all. In the slightest. Let's play the Collapsed. Let's go for the Bibarel and hopefully find that V-Star or an Ultra V-Star. We need an Evo or an Ultra. And let's see what we find here. We get the Ultra Ball. That's good news. I'm actually going to get rid of the Golurk here and get myself the V-Star. No real need to go for a Starbirth right now, to be honest. I like the idea of just Marnieing, slowing them down as much as we can. And maybe we could accelerate to the Golurk, to be fair. We might as I don't know, actually. They do Oko and Arceus. They've scooped. All right, game 2. Here we go. I guess this time the scoop happened at the very start and not in the middle, as per usual. All right, going second. All right, so we do need to get a nice little Trinity Nova off somehow. Bit of a very bad hand. Can't even lie. Can't even lie about that. It's not good in the slightest. So we have 2 Path to Peaks in this deck, because we really only need to do Starbirth, and after that there's no ability reliance from any sort of Vs or V-Stars or V-Maxes. So it's actually a much better card to be playing, I think, in general. Ice Rider. Okay, that's an interesting one. Now, Ice Rider is really good. Interesting to see Ice Rider not really get anywhere. Ice Rider hits perfect numbers, man. It could do 250. And then, of course, the Choice brings it to 280. Oko and an Arceus. And, of course, Arceus plays the Charm to avoid those types of hits. But, of course, all you got to do is play Tool Scrapper to start doing it. So, I wonder if this is your Inteleon Ice Rider or if it's an Arceus. It's an Arceus Ice Rider. Okay. Thankfully, the Ice Rider is 210, which is perfect for us when it comes to hitting what we need to hit. So I will take that any day of the week, my friend. In fact, I'm tempted to do a path and try and path my opponent out of getting any sort of Arceus rolling right out of the bat. Like, I expect them to be hunting for the Trinity Nova, but the issue is it locks us out of play. Do I try and lock them? Do you know what I am? Because I can actually just place the Collapsed Stadium next turn and then go for my own if I find a way to find the Arceus. So I think the path is the right move there. Try and lock off their Starbirth, and we can come in with ours, actually. So there we go. So that's actually worked. Unfortunately, though, we haven't found our Arceus. So we're just going to pass. It's not great. Would have been nice to go for, to top like an energy or something. And here I am discarding one. Oh, God. All right. Here we are. top deck territory, are we at that? Lovely. Looking good. All right, so we'll just go for a Trinity charge and just get some energy in play. No Golurk to accelerate to, unfortunately. But if we have to use Arceus first, that's fine by me. I'm okay with that. Might as well just follow up with that, right? And just put them in top deck town. Please give me an Evo. Give me an Evo. Come on. Give me something to work with here. Are they going to go for the Arceus V-Star? Do they have the counter stadium? You never know. This deck might play Path itself. Because again, this is another deck that seems to not really need. Did they We're in Scoot Town, baby. Let's go. Game 3. I don't want to speak too soon. And I don't want it to appear like I'm stroking my own ego here, all right? But I do think I've gotten a bit better recently. I think just paying a bit more attention to the game, taking a bit more time, has actually worked for me quite well. You know, I'm making plays I don't think, like, just watch my videos before and I think you'll see what I'm on about. The stupid plays, even though I know I actually gave away a free turn with the Excelgor deck and I literally passed, but that was an accident. That was genuinely not a misplay. That was more like I went to click discard pile and I missed. But I do personally feel like, I don't know. It's hard to evaluate myself so much because, you know, it's hard to tell what is truth and what is ego. It's hard to tell. You'd be surprised how easily it is to become egotistical. Right, let's play a quick ball here and we get rid of... I'm seeing energy in my head, but I don't know. Probably energy, right? Yeah, I think we do that. I think we do. Get an Arceus V down and get the Psychic attached, not the turbo. Because although we can get Marnies, we don't want any sort of energy disruption getting in the way of the turbo. And it's harder to get rid of the Psychic than the turbo, so we do that. But yeah, I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's just because I've become more clued into the meta and how it's shaping. Watching the SLC definitely helped me see some good plays and understand how the top tier is played, let alone what decks are in it. Oh, okay. So is this this can't be a Rapid Urshifu traditional list, right? Because they're playing Bibarel instead of like the Inteleon engine, which is usually what it... Okay, that's an interesting move. But we do actually hit weakness, which is good. But here's an interesting sequencing issue. Does the KO happen first and then the devolution? Or, because let's say if I one-hit KO this with a Golurk, does it devolve it first and then take the KO? Or because it has been one-hit KO'd, does it just go for the KO first and then devolve it? My instincts are telling me, and my intuition is telling me, that it is the first and not the latter. That it devolves and then KOs, even on a one-shot. I don't know. And I am curious about it. Right, there's the strafe. We cannot take the Oko on this, unfortunately. And the Arceus is probably just going to go down. I would like to play the Tool Scrapper here, but we can play Tool Scrapper, but it means we have to Starbirth. Is the Tool Scrapper even relevant? Is it? Kind of is, actually, because they go for a Rapid Flow on the active Arceus. They have to have a choice to get the KO. So I think we actually Ultra Ball here and get rid of these two. Get the Arceus out. Thank God we've prized one, but we're fine. Go for the Tool Scrapper. This is more for a late game move. You know, just get rid of it while we're here. And then Starbirth and get a Collapsed Stadium. We could Path, but Path's not going to do anything really ideal, is it? Could get a Choice Belt and a Zigzagoon, actually. Oh, no, we can't get the Zigzagoon now. And we can get Zigzagoon. I guarantee a KO. Maybe we take the KO while we have it. Oh, this is tricky because we're gonna bank on our top decks now. But I'm going for it, okay? I'm going for it. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's do it. The Rapid Flow is going to be dangerous, though. Absolutely dangerous. We'll take the KO. We'll take the KO. And we'll get energy on this Golurk. And go from there. The one thing we have to benefit us is we are 2 prizes. We're not showing any free prizes out here. Double Turbo, that at least gets us the attack on the Golurk, which is good. That's fine. And they're likely going to get a Rapid Flow next turn, which is just really scary, I can't lie. Interested to see a Bibarel engine on it, though. To be honest with you. The Inteleon probably is better. Because you can just guarantee your Melanies, you can guarantee your Capacious Buckets if you need them, you can guarantee everything. But Bibarel doesn't. But then at the same time, late game Bibarel is really good. Just digging and spinning. Either way. So we're going to see the Rapid Flow. They're going to take out the Arceus and probably do a 120 on the Golurk, which leaves it 100 HP, another G-Max Rapid Flow away from a KO. But we can respond with an Oko. Which means they have to bench another Urshifu. Let's see if they do that. I don't see the benched Arceus V yet. No, they've attached to the Crobat. Funny enough, they can actually attack with the Crobat and we're weak to Dark. Isn't that just funny? Oh, that's actually kind of ironic, isn't it? They've thrown an Aurora energy in and they can attack with the Crobat. Fair play. Fair play. They can even Melanie to it. That's the craziest thing. Which puts us in a very dire position. Can't lie. Damn. Did not see that coming. Did not see that coming. We do get the Oko. Now, again, here's the theory. Does it take 3 or does it take... I don't know. We don't even get the Oko yet. Well, we do technically because we devolve it, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing myself here. I'm absolutely clueless. Okay, absolutely clueless, and they're going to be able to take a KO next time, which is the problem. All right, Rewind Beam, and that will be a KO, even though it's not. We weren't able to find out what we actually wanted there, but we do get the KO on the Urshi, which is nice. We get a Psychic. And a Psychic. We need to top deck a Raihan here because they will get the KO here purely because of this Crobat being able to follow up, which is a shame. And that might be a game-winning move, to be honest with you. Oh, they're just going to go for the retreat hits. They're going to go for what are they doing here? They're going to go for 100 Furious Blows, maybe. No Melanie. What is going on? Eh? Maybe they didn't have the energy. Maybe they were forced to make this play. Maybe they didn't have the Melanie. Maybe they didn't have the water. Damn, that bigger hand, and they didn't have the cards. I don't think they did. No. Wait, did they discard that? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't check the discard pile before, and I didn't see what they discovered with the research. But mate, they just needed a water energy to take a KO on this, and now they're in a losing position. 0 damage. What on earth did I just witness? What? Did they have it? Or am I bugging? Am I bugging? We've got game. I don't know. If they didn't have it, that is a getaway and a half. Jesus. But look, that's great. Was actually able to take the KO on that Urshi without even needing to one-hit KO it. Obviously, 1 price less, but look. It's relevant. That's great stuff. Really good stuff there on the back foot and still able to take the dub. That's what I like to see. Let's go to game 2. Or is it game 3? I don't remember now. All right, mate. Like the puffer jacket. Let's see what we got here. Lightning. Yeah, is it just me or... I don't know. I just feel like... I don't know. It feels good. I can't lie. I'm sitting here and I'm actually able to give you games that are good to watch, but I'm still trying to find that balance, you know. I'm trying to be entertaining and also play good. So I play good, I think, and when I think, I can't. Wait, that's kind of paradoxical, isn't it? Hands looking terrible. Really isn't that great. Oh, just got a lot better. Lovely. Can't lie. I kind of want to Ultra Ball for the Bibarel. Lightning, probably playing a Boltund or a... I don't know. It's impossible to tell what Lightning could be doing. A Quasar even. It's really hard to tell. I'm trying to figure out if I need to get rid of the Zigzagoon with the Ultra Ball or not, because the Zigzagoon could be really relevant. Zigzagoon was huge in the game before, so I don't know. I want to discard an energy and something else. The Switch is good because it can get something out. It's the active if we need, and we don't have to stick with the Bib. Do you know what? I want to get an Arceus V down for an energy on it, and then we can have another energy. That means we need to keep 2 energy in hand. We need to get rid of the Tool Scrapper, and maybe actually the Switch, maybe the Zigzagoon. I think that's the fair play. And I think we get an Arceus V down, right? So at least, if we don't get what we need here, I know I could have held and gone for a Bibarel, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get energy into play. So maybe next turn, if they don't get a great turn, we can come up with the Arceus, just do a Trinity Charge on the Golurk, and that can help us just keep up a little bit, because the Golurk can still do 80, which can KO Aim of Reap and stuff. Still not good at all, but it Accelerating Energy also fins the deck. Oh, it doesn't even matter. There we go. Okay, they've Marnied us anyway, so... But at least we've got the Arceus out, which is nice. We didn't get rid of any switch options, so we can still go for a V-Star if we get lucky enough. No, unfortunately. And they've pathed us as well, which is kind of dangerous. So from here, it's even looking worse, which is a shame. The path signifies that it's not going to be any sort of like great Quasar or anything down that line, which is interesting. It's gone. Okay, we're seeing a Tapu. Okay, very interesting. And terrible. Absolutely dead. Do I just pass? Do I need to bench anything that could be good now? Get maybe another Arceus down in case they manage to finesse a KO. Coco does what? Okay. Maybe they just have that Coco for the sake of being able to deal with Arceus, because that's good, right? 40 extra damage for each energy on your opponent's side. That's pretty good. I'm going to pass. I'm banking on them not having it. either. We just need an Ultra Ball or a Evo just for the sake of actually getting Bibarel out, because that could open up our play a little bit more and help us dig for those Arceuses without having to try and navigate the path. They're drawing as well, which is the only good thing I can take from this, to be honest. They've got the Evo though, so they're going to find a Bibarel for sure, right? Yeah, there they go. Now it gets questionable. Now it gets really questionable. Makes me think I should have probably benched that other Bidoof in case they got it, but I don't know. That's what risking it sometimes means, right? There's a Crushing Hammer. Really anti-Arceus this is. Well, not fully, but also interesting they're playing a Crushing Hammer in a deck that seems to like playing these Coco. Obviously, we know it's the Coco VMAX they want, which I honestly don't mind. There's the VMAX. There we go. And they're getting a Flaffy out, so they can go for another energy. They're popping off now. They're popping off. No attack this time, I don't think, though, which is good. They are popping. They're absolutely popping off. If we take a prize, that would be good, because if they go for the Voltorb, the Electrode, they still won't be behind in prizes, so they can't get their paralysis. Ultra Ball. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. But we can't take a prize this turn. All right, so the Zigzagoons aren't relevant here. So we can Ultra Ball away you and you. Maybe these two. And get the Bidoof down. Because I'll be real with you, I don't want to play a Switch this time. We've only got the one Bibarel though. But we've committed now, haven't we? I don't want to play the Switch. And the only reason being is that they're going to paralyze us. And that means we're going to need our Switches as much as possible to navigate that. We're not taking a KO this turn. So odds are they're going to try and get a Voltorb off next turn. They have Bibarel for draw. Let's Bibarel now. We need to get VSTAR out. And again, I think we hold. We ain't getting an attack off this turn. Maybe I retreat the Bibarel. I'm going to retreat the Bibarel. I think that's the move. There's the Electrode as expected. But if they only take the prize on the Bidoof, then it's even prizes again. And they've just opened up my Starbirth. I don't know why they've done that. Okay. Sure. You're not taking an Oko on me. This is why I kept the Switch. This is why I kept the Switch. If they gust me up, we got the turbo. That's filth. If they gust me up and try and stick us, we have the Switch play. So I didn't want to get rid of it. So we can actually Starbirth and play our own path here. I don't think it's going to do much, to be honest with you, but hey. So they take the prize and now it's even. They're not. So they get the paralysis again next turn, which is a shame. Oh, I swear to God, if you hit the heads. Oh, come on. Really? You're going to do me like that, are you? No. God damn it. Okay. Got Starbirth. Oh, relax, bro. The timer's going off like that. Jesus. Okay. Noggin. Use head. Starbirth for what? Starbirth for an Arceus and just get a Trinity Nova off at least. But then they're going to be able to... No, they can't 1-hit KO us, thankfully. Yeah, okay. Got Starbirth. We got to attack this turn. We got to do something, right? We can't get another energy onto this without playing the likes of a Raihan or something, so we keep the Raihan in hand. We Starbirth for, funnily enough, an Arceus and like a Golurk, and then just charge up the Golurk. I think that's the way to go. Oh, bro, relax. You're stressing me out, okay? You don't put me under this kind of pressure. Yeah, I'm not used to this pressure. I feel like I'm actually in the bloody regionals. All right, okay. Get the Arceus, and we're just going to go for a straight Trinity charge. No questions asked. We will switch to you, and we will path, and we will scissors. Man, I wish I played Sharon's Karen here now. Just pick up the Arceus, pick it up, and we'll go for a. Shall we go look? No, and we'll Trinity charge. We'll just go for a Trinity charge. All right, and then Golurk can actually start coming in and. Actually taking KOs on this thing, which is good. If we just need to find the choice, and then we can obviously devolve it, KO it, and that'll be pretty good. So if they go for a Gust KO, that's fine. They ain't getting a KO here, and we've got another Switch, so that's going to be pretty good for us. But after that is where it gets really problematic, to be honest, because they're going to be hitting some goal. God, you and your Crushing Hammers. God, I don't miss that card at all. Threw me off here. But I think we're playing around it. We are playing around it as much as we can. You know, it's tricky. It's tricky stuff here. Really tricky stuff. And I don't like it. I don't like it. That's our last Switch, I think, as well. And I don't want a Raihan. Sorry, I don't want to... I want to save the Raihan. I don't want to not Raihan here. So I think we could... Well, the thing is we need to dig for a choice, though. We have to take the choice to get the KO this turn. I want a Marnie. I'm going to research. Screw it. I know I wanted the Raihan, but we have to take a KO this turn. It's huge for us, man. And we've whiffed it. Just about. Get rid of you and you. Boss is going to be really good. Just Oko a Bolton, which is pretty good. So I like the idea of keeping a boss at least. We'll do that. I don't think it matters, actually. I'm an idiot because... Let's get the V-Star out. Why not? Oh, this sucks! Damn it! Okay. No Choice Belt. No Choice Belt to capitalize there. Big shame. And they can actually just go for a Spiral Thunder for the straight KO. But no, they're going to go for this bad boy, which, again, just raises more issues. This is tricky. We can't get out of this. We can boss, try and stick. Oh, we could Collapsed Stadium. I actually like that. I like the Collapsed Stadium because we can heal up an Arceus. Bro, relax, Chief. Relax. Yeah? Bloody timer. Get rid of you. That's good. That makes it more hard for them, I guess. We can try and boss. I do think we attach to the Arceus here. You know, they're taking out one or the other, right? Let's try stick 'em. Let's try stick 'em. Let's try it. Let's try it. Kind of regret getting rid of that other boss now. Would have liked that still. Oh, you just came too little too late, mate. Too little too late. You still could be useful, though. Still could be pretty useful. Arceus is taking it out without the choice. So if they come up with that and we could just take it out, take free prizes, that'd be pretty good. You know, they actually want to take the Arceus rather than the Golurk, because the Golurk isn't that much of a threat compared to the Arceus. What energy are we talking though? We played 10 energy. We're 4 down, so I don't think we have enough to actually follow up with a Golurk that hits 210, which is bad. And that's where the Zigzagoon would come in, right? We attach you. What energy we got? Energies. We've got 2 energies left in deck and a turbo. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we don't have any prized energy. Bosses. Okay. All right. There's 1 boss in deck, right? So we're not prized boss either. Thin down hand. No, we have prized the boss. Okay. All right. I did want to go for a boss this turn. Would have been nice to boss KO this one and then come up with Arceus for game. But that ain't happening. We're getting forced to an odd prize game, unfortunately. And that was my doing, wasn't it, really? I'm just going to rewind beam. Yeah, I think getting that boss was the worst decision I made. Sorry, ditching the boss. Because we could have bossed it up and just taken a KO, and then Arceus could have finished it with that. But now we're in a bit of an awkward situation. Bit of a tough one. We didn't even get boss from prizes, so we can't even follow up. You and your... Oh. Max shock there for KO. And then we have to respond with something. And we have to respond with the Arceus, which is what we want for this KO. So it's just not working out as much as I want it to. Okay, hit that for 180. I'm gonna put you there. The Raihan's gone too, so we can't even follow up with a Raihan play. Tool Scrapper, yes, no. Their hand's looking a bit thin. So is mine. So the deck, not hand. There's no fresh attacker. And there's no way to get that boss out right now. Which really sucks. Oh, this is tough, man. This is tough. Oh, shouldn't have got rid of that boss. Really shouldn't have. But oh well. Get Marnied, which means at least we can attack the Golurk next turn. And I guess we can find out that question. Does it KO then devolve, or does it devolve then KO if it is a one-hit knockout? I don't know, and you probably already know the answer, but I'm intrigued to find out. That's for sure. Thing is, we're going to take a KO, and they respond with a paralysis hit, which is the big issue here. Actually, no. We take the KO now, we're even, so they can't go for paralysis. I'm going to Marnie them here. I think... Oh, this is interesting. This is very... We could still win this. It actually depends on the answer. This is huge. Okay, this is massive. So if it devolves and then KOs, we take 2 prizes, even prizes. Then they can't paralyze. If it KOs first and then devolves, then we actually lose. Funnily enough. Let's find out what happens. Okay, so it devolves, then KOs. Okay, we know that now. And we actually want that? Because they cannot Didn't have a Volt Orb. They cannot paralyze this turn. They cannot one-hit KO this turn. Only issue is, we didn't get the boss. Do they have a do they have an attack, a second attack? No! That's game! Wow! We actually managed to do that. How on earth did that happen? Jesus Christ! We just, by the skin on our teeth, managed to get out of that and win. Wow, that was tough. That was really tough. Jesus. Golurk out here bossing, bro. Bossing. Love it. Absolutely love it. Just by the mere fact that we can do that rewind. I don't think it matters anyway. We had the KOs regardless, but Jesus Christ, that was a tough one. A real tough one. Let's get to the list. Okay, now this deck I like. We had a great bit of fun here today, and this is probably the best way to play your Golurks if you really want to start devolving big boys and just start taking KOs. Yes, it forces you to a game where you have to take 2/2/2 prices usually, but mate, it does ruin the board a lot. It does really help them, make them struggle. It turns non-one-hit KOs into KOs, which is a very, very aggressive way to play, and I love it. Absolutely love it. If you do want to try this build of Arceus, do try it out for yourself. It's really fun for helping disrupt your opponent to a degree and just win games when maybe sometimes you shouldn't be. It's really, really cool. So we're going to leave it there. Do leave a like if you did enjoy it, and please do subscribe for more, and do take care of yourself most importantly. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.